Hey guys, I forgot Instagram did me the way they did Babyface and Teddy Riley. You get 1 hour. You know what? I forgot that we only get an hour, so hopefully everyone will come back. Guys, thank y'all for coming back and joining. I forgot that we only get 1 hour on Instagram Live. I was like, they Teddy Riley me. I'm like, what? They just Teddy Riley me. No. So thank you guys for coming back. I'm so excited. Real soon here, I'm going to add on my next guest tonight. And oh my goodness, this has been... I get so full from my guests tonight. You know, I love ladies' night is, I notice that people are doing them, but I love taking this time to spend with each of you. And Miriam just shared, guys, let's just make sure we really do pray for her and her business, because there are a lot of people that are hurting, that are, you know, can you imagine having a restaurant business for 24 years and just like that, you were told you had to close it and that you couldn't open it up. And now all of a sudden you got to open it up under these circumstances. Guys, let's just really pray for her and all the businesses out there that are having to make this tough decision. Now, I have to be honest. When the governor Governor Kemp went on and announced that he was opening certain places, I was really shocked. I was really shocked because he himself admitted that the numbers were still going to go up. And it went against even the things that the president had laid out that were required to start, lifting the social restrictions. So I was very shocked, not only shocked, but disappointed. And a part of me feels like they are doing a test and they want to see what happens. And I still have to trust God. And at the same time, it bothers me that he did that so soon. In my mind, I really said, why not wait till May 13, which was the original date? Let's just wait till May 13. But anyway, there's so much political stuff happening right now. It's like virus, politics, and all of that stuff. I listen all day, but this is ladies' night, and we can talk a little politics, and that's done. But I said that because my heart goes out to Miriam and her restaurants and everybody. But again, thank you guys for coming to Ladies Night. If you are just now joining, we have a couple of things happening here. If you'd like to win some cold hard cash, I am double dog daring you to DM me a picture of them, their feet, honey. Don't send me no picture of no feet. If you got your pedicure, you did your pedicure. I want to see them doggone it feet, the pedicure. I want to see that pedicure that's about 5 weeks old now, okay? And we've actually had winners of this before, so make sure you DM me along with your Cash App. Also, probably after my next guest, if we have time left, I'd like for you to come on and share if you have a quarantine tale, something that happened. Doesn't have to be, it could be something wild, it could be something crazy, it could be something funny, whatever the tale is. I want you to share your quarantine tale with me. I shared my story about this crazy nail early on, but I also want to put it back out there in case there's some different people on the live. Please do me a favor and send me recommendations. I'm looking for a good instant coffee, okay? I don't own a coffee machine, a coffee pot, a Keurig, or anything, because I always buy my coffee. So I've been craving a very good cup of coffee at home to the point that I've bought at least 5 different types of coffee, and I'm not having any success. And it may be how I'm making them. So if you have a special way that you make your coffee at home, or you have any recommendations on how to make the coffee. Okay, wait a minute. This is my signal to my family to be quiet over there, because quiet on the set, right? DM me some recommendations for some good instant coffee. I don't have a coffee machine, guys. I'm not trying to use a Keurig. Just, if there's a good instant coffee, let me try it. And if there's not, somebody just said, I'm not a lady, so I'm out. Bye. Yeah, I get that. I get that a lot. It's ladies' night, guys. Sorry. So DM me suggestions for an instant coffee, or maybe I'm doing it wrong. I've already tried Taster's Choice, and I've tried Maxwell House. Okay? So tell me about that, and I would appreciate it. And you, if your recommendation works, you too will be the recipient of some cash. So make sure you put your Cash App in there. And again, thank you guys for joining me for Ladies Night. I've just had an amazing time chatting to some amazing people. So I have one more guest tonight, and I'm going to talk a little bit about her. She is, sometimes I don't like introducing her as my makeup artist because she's my best friend. She started out as my makeup artist, and we became the best of friends. She is funny. When I say fun, I don't even know if you guys will get to see how funny she really is. She is so funny. I tell her all the time, you need your own comedy show, girl. You are so funny. And not only is she funny, but she is an amazing cook. She's an amazing mom and just a great all-around friend. And she's so wise. So, like, honestly, if you want to have a really good ladies' night, she's someone that you want at the party. We laugh. I don't know if we're going to tell some of our little stories, but honey, we laugh so hard. I'm going to bring it up before she comes on and bring it up, because she might bring it up about that time we was at Derek J's event, and honey, me and her, we ate those hors d'oeuvres. We went after that table. You would have thought we were two 300-pound women the way we ate that food. Just like, and it wasn't because we had no munchies. We hadn't been, we don't smoke no weed. We were just going at it. Hilarious. We've had some great times. So guys, I know that you're going to enjoy her. Many of you already know her because she has so many followers. She has been the celebrity makeup artist for so many amazing people. She's worked with Sherri Shepherd. She's done a few of the Housewives. Phaedra, Cynthia, she's done so many. I mean, I could go on and on and on and on and on. Angie Stone. I mean, she's done wonders. And if you follow her page, Makeup Madness by Cherry, there's a part where she does these before and after. Like, mind you, I never want a before and after, but she's done these before and afters, and you see the magic. I be like, girl, that is not the same lady. Girl, no, you lying. But her makeup is so amazing, and she is so amazing. I could go on and on and on and on about my best friend. She's known on Instagram as Makeup Madness by Cherry, but her name is actually Nachera. And she has two amazing daughters, they're my Barbies. They call me Barbie, but they're my Barbies. And they're so talented too. So guys, I want you to help me welcome on my boo thing, my makeup artist. You know her as Makeup Madness by Cherry. Let's see, I don't know if it's time or am I late? Y'all let me know. I'm on, we'll go from there. But guys, thank you so far.
Hey, girl.
I don't know why we haven't FaceTimed or nothing, but guys, I have not seen my friend.
It's so long, right?
It's so long. Like, why haven't we done this before?
You know what? I think we just been in the house, I don't know.
Yes. I'm like, wait a minute. Look at my boo. Look at you. Omni did your hair?
Omni did my hair.
See, I'm jealous.
Yeah.
She has a daughter who does hair in the house with her, honey. She didn't have to leave to get that.
Yeah, no, she's 16 years old, and she's been doing my hair since she was like 12. So wow. She does my hair, and she cuts my ends, and she conditions my hair and everything. She's amazing.
Yes.
She's amazing.
I get so jealous because I look at all the people that are online, and they're doing all these TikToks with their daughters and people. And I have these two big old boys, and they will not go anywhere near TikTok with me. And I'm like, Lord, no, they won't TikTok nothing, okay? And I'm sitting here, so I have to do other things to pass my day because my boys won't do TikTok with me. They're not gonna do nothing with my hair. All I'm doing is feeding those big old jokers.
Well, I mean, hey, they boys. Like, what do you expect? And your boys are like, they kind of to themselves. You try to pull them out of their like shell, but they kind of to themselves, and they are men. They're like, they just I don't know. They just boys.
I'm too much. I'm too much for them. So I know you and I've been talking, but this is the first time on Ladies Night. So I want you to just share with everybody and just tell them what's been going on with you during the quarantine, and just really share anything that you would like to share with the ladies tonight.
You know what? I think my story is pretty identical to a lot of people. You know, really during the quarantine, I just really have been trying to keep everything clean, of course, and just trying to stay healthy, and really just trying to create an avenue of income while we wait on the government to try to help us.
Yes.
That's pretty much it. Went through a little scare in the beginning. As soon as they let schools out, and the day that they let schools out, my daughter started getting sick. And so when I came back from out of town and came back in town and got her, she was sick. Like she had every symptom of COVID that they said. And so except respiratory, where she needed a ventilator or anything. So I healed her. God healed her, but I healed her holistically with ginger root and turmeric and everything. We went through some stuff here at this house. You know, I didn't tell a lot of people about it. I told you about it, of course, but I didn't tell a lot of people about it. But we went through some stuff here at my house trying to get my baby back to health. But really just been trying to, you know, stay in the house, do the right thing, and just, you know, try to make some money. Like this has really changed a lot of things.
We have to back up on that, because y'all, let me tell y'all, Cherry is home country grown.
Yeah, very much so.
Daughter of a preacher. She's a daughter of a preacher.
A minister, yep.
Minister. Cherry, back up, Cherry. Name them roots again, girl. Not them roots, them roots. Name them roots you gave your children.
Ginger root. Listen, ginger root, turmeric. I use cayenne pepper, honey. I used lemon. I use elderberry. I use L-lysine, which a lot of people don't know. L-lysine is an antiviral. I used that, and I used black seed oil. And she started feeling better all the way. She started feeling better. Then my oldest, she started feeling sick. I had to get her all the way together. So I was like the Lone Ranger in here trying to and I'm doing all this and trying to make sure that I don't get sick. So it was crazy. And it was no need for me to take them. They told me to bring them to the ER, but there was no reason, because they weren't going to test them anyway. And there's no treatment for anything. So I was just like, there's no reason for me to do anything. So I decided to just not take them to the ER and just keep them home and quarantine and cook some meals for them. And I think the oxtails is what healed them. I really do. Like, really. It was either them oxtails or that smothered chicken. It was one of them. It was one, because listen, one thing about it, let me tell you about my kids. I was like, oh, these my kids for real. They were sick, but they were still eating. Like my youngest daughter was so sick. And as soon as she would vomit, she was like, Mama, can you make me a plate of oxtails? And I'm like, Aubrey, I was like, Aubrey, no. And my problem is that oxtails are expensive. So I was like, sis, you're not gonna throw up these oxtails. Like, no, ma'am. So she was upset. She was like, Mama, please. I make her a plate of it, and she would bring it right back up. I'm like, oh God. And I was counting every oxtail that came out her mouth. I was like, that's $2. Like, you gonna give me my money for them oxtails, because that's not gonna happen.
I'm sorry, she is crazy. Girl, you were counting the oxtails as she was coming up.
I counted every oxtail that came up. So she owed me like $9 already.
She owe you $9. Girl. Speaking of oxtails, I don't know if you guys follow Cherry or not, but Cherry, she be making me so jealous. I've been asking for I'm gonna get me a meal, okay?
I'm working on the cookbook. That's what I've been working on. So I've been working on this cookbook.
Oh, good.
But here's the thing. Okay, so a lot of you ladies know, and guys, if some guys are on here, but a lot of ladies know that, like, when you think of like your mom and your aunt, they can cook really well. But if you ask them how to make something, they'll tell you, but they don't know the measurements. Okay. True. I cook with no measurements. I do a sprinkle of this, a sprinkle of that, you know, 5 sprinkles of this. Like, I don't cook with measurements. So the people that I'm working with to get this cookbook done, I told them, I said, listen, I was like, do I have to put the measurements? Can I just put like what I'm using? They like, no, you got to put every measurement in there. So that's what's holding me up. Like, I don't cook with measurements. So
are you going back and just cooking and measuring? Like,
yep, I got to cook every single thing and measure it. So that's why I've been flooding everybody's timeline with these meals, because I'm writing everything down.
Oh my goodness.
So I
want the book. I want the book, but I also want you to cook it.
I got you. I got
honestly, you. In a lot of the cookbooks that I see, they'll say a measurement, but then they'll say to taste. So you might have to say to taste.
There you go. Because if I tell them because I tell them 2 tablespoons of salt or something in something, then that may be too salty for some people, because some people don't like a lot of salt. You get what I'm saying? And then some people like a lot, because a lot of people are raised on salty food. So, you know, it's going to always be at the end, you know, seasoned to taste. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm trying my best to like get it all the way right, so everybody be happy. Right now, I released one recipe, which is my shrimp and grits. And a lot of people have been hitting me back up with a review on that. And they're like, this is like crazy.
Oh,
like,
good.
They love me.
Girl, hold on to the recipes so they can get them out the book now.
Oh, look, no, that was just a taste test. I think I did shrimp and grits. I think I gave away my curry chicken and my cabbage. That was it.
Girl, anyway, honey. So we got the book. Then we're going to have the show. Cherry's Kitchen.
Show. Yes. I'm gonna do a YouTube first. We're gonna do YouTube. Everybody asked me to do a lot of people want me to do a restaurant, but I told them, I was like, I don't want to be tied down to a restaurant. Every restaurant owner I know, like, that's their life. Like, they can't move. Like, and you know, and it's some people they love it. They want to be tied to their restaurant. That's their baby. Like Miriam that left, that's her baby. Like, you know, that's her business. She's been doing it 24 years. The food is absolutely amazing at their cafe. Like, it's amazing. So, but some people don't mind to being, you know, married to that business. But I'm the type of person, like, I like to be able to get up and go.
Yeah.
So my sister, she owns a restaurant, a very successful restaurant down in Fort Lauderdale, her and my brother-in-law. And you know, when we have family gatherings and stuff, my sister, she's like, I can't come. And I'm like, why? She's like, because I gotta be at the restaurant. Like, literally, she doesn't have a life outside that restaurant. It's crazy. And even the days that she's off, it's like she's preparing for the next day that she has to be to work. I'm like, what you doing, girl? When you off there? I'm over here cutting cabbage. I'm like, hey, this your off day? Like, she don't have an off day. So it's crazy. So I don't know if I want to do a lot of work.
You know, being a self-employed person is a lot of work anyway, you know. So, but I'm glad. I think you, Cherry, your story is like a lot of stories, and I want a lot of people to have this story that you're seeing other gifts and abilities and talents that you have, and then you're actually doing something with that. You know, I know you've been cooking forever, and every time you post something, I'm like, "Ooh, I want that! Ooh, I want that! Ooh, am I gonna get that?" But to take that next step, you know, I'm happy and I'm excited for it, because that food be looking so good, and I know it tastes good, and I know it's got flavor. And it's really, I mean, I've gone to some soul food restaurants, honey, and you know,
right?
We are food critics,
right? But you know, they cooking with love, and that's what I'm afraid to do. Like, when I cook for my family, I know I'm cooking with love. So that's what's seasoning the food to me. But when I'm cooking for people who I don't know, like, I'm trying to think to myself, am I going to really cook it like this? Because, you know, when I'm cooking for my family, I'm putting my whole finger in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. So,
the whole finger.
But let me tell you something. I do a lot of things. I cook. I do makeup. I sell products. I teach. I do all those things. But if the government don't send me my check, I'm going to be selling drugs by next week. I'm gonna be the plug in just a second. Like,
okay,
they need to send some money for real. Like, this junk getting crazy out here.
I was telling somebody earlier, and maybe I just don't know anyone, but it seems like everyone that was self-employed that I talked to, they're not getting unemployment. They didn't get the SBA check, and they didn't even get their IRS check. And I said, I think they did this to the self-employed people because they were assuming that we would all get those SBA loans. This lady was on the news the other day, and she was saying she got the same notice that I got. you know. But there are some business people who are self-employed that that need that money, you know, just because you're self-employed, you know, and then
you know what happened with
loan,
those loans. You know what
say
happened
that
with the
again?
loans, right? You know what happened with the loans, right?
No, say it. It's like you're go ahead.
Uh-oh. Can you hear me? I'm
I
sorry.
can hear you and see you, but I know that we're probably frozen.
Okay. No, I don't think we frozen.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
What happened with the loans was the big corporations, they actually signed up for those loans. So they took all the money from, yeah, they took all the money from the small business loans. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
there's
saw
really
where
no
the one
teeth
company
against
gave
them
back
for doing it.
they gave back $10 million. Why are you getting $10 million?
Yeah. Yeah. And a
Why
lot of
are you
small
getting 10? But
yeah, and
Cherry,
a lot of the small businesses, you know, a lot of us, you know, if you make over $100,000, you know, which a lot of us do, then you don't get anything. Like you don't get the $1,200, you don't get the $500 for your kids.
Yeah.
So we kind of got knocked out of everything. You get what I'm saying? So we're depending on that 10,000 to come in, you know, to like keep everything going, to keep, you know, to pay the rent.
But
For the
I
building.
haven't even heard anything else about the 10,000. I've been hearing about the PPP, but no one else has spoken to why that 10,000 you were supposed to get in 3 days.
Well, that's because the big businesses, they actually they filed for that 10,000. They filed a bunch of loans for that, so they took all that money away from the small businesses. So now they're supposed to open it back up tomorrow, I think, with $355 billion. So hopefully, whoever didn't get it the first time around will get it this time. So, but it's been crazy. It's been tough. It's been tough.
Yeah, and that's just hearing Miriam say that, and I didn't think about it from her perspective, from a restaurant owner, and being able to make that decision. So definitely it's something that we have to think about, especially being self-employed. Like I said, I'm blessed that we're in transportation, and some of our trucks are still moving. We've had one go down because frankly, the driver just said, I'm afraid, I'm not coming to work, I'm afraid of COVID, I don't want to drive. So I understand, I want this to end, because Lord knows we don't want anybody else doing the same thing going forward. But tell me, besides the cooking and everything, let's talk about so many people on the internet, they're missing their glam squads and things like that. And that it's so funny, when we first started in the quarantine and you start seeing the people on TV doing their shows, their faces looked a certain way. Now they're looking a little better. What's your take? You think they got those glam squads coming in? They were like, We're frozen. I can't hear you. I see you, but I can't hear you. Okay, guys, if you're there, we're having a babyface Teddy Riley moment. And I think, y'all can hear me, but not her. I don't even see her again. Oh, and she's saying that she can't hear me. So I am, okay, she dropped out. Let me see, can I add her again? Because I want to talk about this makeup thing. Let's see if she's going to come in. We may have to start over. I don't know why this Diet Coke tastes like I got some Henny in it, because I don't. Maybe my subconscious doing something. You know, don't waste your money on these little cheap SNS kits, because as I sit here, this nail is starting to peel away. Now I see how this entire nail fell off. This one came off, but you know what? It comes off. I'm not putting it back on again. I'm just going to say, it's not allowing her to join. So I think I'm going to have to end this live and come back in. I learned that from Teddy Riley. So I'm going to end this and come back, and let's see if it'll let her come in.